Good day, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Rolling in Crypto. As you can see, we are going to be uniting the world with a cryptocurrency and blockchain. Everybody, anywhere, even right here. Well, that's a big city. We'll say down here, where there is nothing. And that's not my middle finger. It looked like it. Where there is nothing, will now be able to bank. If you have a phone and an internet connection, which just about every place has that where people live, you can bank now, and with a little bit of money. This is a group. We are creating a massive group of like-minded individuals who want to invest in crypto and want to do it safely and want to know all the pitfalls and want to digest all the information that's out there. But most of us work and have families and have things to do on another blustery day. But I don't have time to read everything, and this is my full-time job. And there's more of us, and even with that, we still can't go through everything that's out there, talk about it, digest it, regurgitate it into something that's useful for us in our digital currency investing. So that's why we want a group. That's why we want everybody to comment. That's why we want everybody to like, share. Once again, it's not financial advice. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only for us. And if you do want financial advice, this isn't the place. This is a place for you to share your information and read others' information. Thank you for joining us, by the way. It's a beautiful, cold February day today. So just wanted to go over something. I'm sure for all of our older investors out there, you have heard of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. If you haven't, they are two very, very, very old investors, which, I love both of them. They're both very impressive. If you want to talk about what I call turtle investing, man, those are the guys. Buy quality companies, excuse me, hold them. If they do go bad, get rid of them. Hold on to your dividends and reinvest them is a great way to slowly, especially in the beginning, make money. But it takes patience, it takes courage, man. When the market's down, the market's down 16% right now, I believe, over the last few months. It's hard to sit there and just watch your money get smaller, but you look at the long stretch of the stock market and it continues to go. It has dips and it has, highs and it has lows, but the overall trend is up. So over 20-year segments, you almost always will make money if you're investing in good quality businesses or index funds. If you don't have time to read a lot and don't want to have your nose in the Wall Street Journal every day, if anybody still has their nose in the Wall Street Journal, I don't know. I don't. Investing in indexes or indices is the best way for you. Get something, like a NASDAQ 100, an S&P 500, a total market, and just trust that, over the past 100 and some odd years of the stock market, that it has always, excuse me, has always, gone up. Not every stock goes up, but the whole market goes up. That's why you invest in the index funds. So that being known, with Charlie and Warren Buffett, Warren has some great quotes. If they are his quotes, the first rule to making money in the stock market is don't lose money. And the second rule is never forget rule number one. And then he says, another great quote of his that I love is, the stock market is a vehicle for impatient people to give their money to patient people. That's great. But it takes money to make money, or it takes a lot of time to make money, and you still need some money. So they have talked, Charlie, but even Warren, both have said that they are not fans of cryptocurrency. So here's what Charlie has said. Crypto is like a venereal disease, says billionaire Charlie Munger at 98 years old. Charlie is Warren Buffett's right-hand man at Berkshire Hathaway. And if you don't know what Berkshire Hathaway is, it is I guess a holding company, but it is a traded stock, and its value is about $400,000. Wish somebody would if anybody out there wants to give me a share of that, I will gladly accept it and pay the taxes on it. He says cryptocurrencies are like a venereal disease and are beneath contempt. Billionaire investor Charlie Munger has declared. The 98-year-old Warren Buffett right-hand man at Berkshire Hathaway also said that China has the right to outlaw digital assets. Some of us may disagree with that. Munger was speaking at the Daily Journal's annual meeting and said he had no regrets about missing out on Bitcoin surge in recent years. Why would you if you're already a billionaire? Isn't that a fun thing to say? I certainly didn't invest in crypto. I'm proud of the fact that I avoided it and missed out on millions and billions of dollars. He's proud of the fact that he missed out on millions and billions of dollars. Is that the guy that I really want running my stock company? I don't know, but you can't argue with their success. He maintains that Bitcoin is the currency of choice for kidnappers, extortionists, tax fraudsters, adding he wishes that the US had outlawed it. Because, the dollar has never been used for anything like kidnapping, child pornography, extortion. But, he's 98 years old, so let's cut him some slack. But all kinds of things I'm not comfortable with. I think an old guy is entitled to invest where he wants to invest. That is so true. So like I said, there's grains of truth in what Charlie is saying. Munger's remarks were live streamed by Yahoo Finance. The nonagenarian was also nonagenarian. Never seen that word in my life. Also lambasted the wretched excess in venture capital and other forms of private equity, singling out the short squeeze in GameStop as an example. All right, well, that's getting above a lot of our pay grade. I don't know, what the wretched excess of venture capitalist is, but I do know if you are doing a startup, that venture capital is very important, and private equity is very important. And the fact that Warren started out with private equity, that's how he started his first investing endeavor. It's funny that they would say that. Dire warnings on inflation. Elsewhere in the wide-ranging interview, Munger warned inflation was a very serious subject that arguably triggers the death of democracies. Wow, it's quite a leap. But, inflation has been around since money's been around. So I guess every democracy is doomed. Describing it as the biggest long-range danger we have apart from nuclear war. I guess pandemics aren't that dangerous anymore. Some regard Bitcoin as a powerful hedge against inflation. Some regard Bitcoin as a powerful hedge against inflation because of how the cryptocurrency's maximum supply has been set at 21 million, meaning no further coins can be created. But despite the US Consumer Price Index surging by 7.5% in January, the sharpest increase in 40 years, Bitcoin's performance has been lackluster and closely correlated with the stock market, putting this narrative into question. Once again, he's 98 years old. Munger's view on Bitcoin are well documented. In the past, he has described it as rat poison. Crypto Twitter appeared to be largely dismissive of his insights because, frankly, he's he's not relative to this situation. He's not. I'm sorry. They are important at Berkshire Hathaway, but you know what? You can take anything and invest in it and do compound interest, and you're going to have some money after 90 years. And they've been doing this for 90 years. Gosh, just imagine 90 years from now what Bitcoin will be. 90 years from now what Bitcoin will be. Think about that. And then in 90 years, we can be telling young kids that you don't want to invest in the latest, greatest new technology because I don't know anything about it. Pointing to how the value of Bitcoin and Ethereum have accelerated by thousands of percent over the past 5 years, while Berkshire Hathaway stock is up 87, which is good for, that's great over 5 years, but it's nothing like cryptocurrency has. Nothing. So let's kind of just talk about this for a second. Like I say, love Warren Buffett. If you ever get a chance, watch the documentary on him. It's a great lesson in slow and steady investing, doing your research, doing your homework, finding ways to safely put your money into the stock market. Ask him what happened in 87, what happened to his money in 87. Ask him what happened to his money in 2000. Ask him what happened to his money in 2008. They lost money, and they lost big money. So, don't try to tell us that, cryptocurrency is kryptonite, because it's risky, but the stock market's risky. There's plenty of people who have lost their fortunes in the stock market. Remember people jumping out of windows because they lost everything in the stock market? Well, with us in crypto, we're not going to lose everything because we're not going to invest everything. We're only going to invest something that we can lose. And even though there will be pain if you lose money or your investment goes down, you are not going to be jumping out of a window because you lost some money. And here's the great thing about it. $5,000 invested 5 years ago would be a big chunk of money right now. And I don't, there are certain coins. We don't even talk about the coins below the top 20, really. I mean, there are great buys and great ways to make money down there. I'm not concerned with them. I'm more of the Warren Buffett type investor. Is like, I like to, pick really good coins with really good fundamentals and invest in those over time. I don't go in and buy them all at once. I try to buy the dips. It's great when you're buying the dips and they're going up. I don't really like it when I'm buying the dips and they're going down, but that happens. And if you have faith in it and you believe in it and you've done your research and you understand what all these people are talking about and how great this technology is, man, 90 years from now, you could have life-changing money. Of course, you're almost dead, so who really cares how much? But at least for your family. I mean, if you don't spend it, I'm going to spend mine. So, I won't be sitting on $1 billion when I'm 100 years old. I'll be spending it, and my kids will be spending it, and my family will be spending it. I hope everybody around him is a millionaire. I hope they are. I know they're not. I know he's hoarding that money. Mine to be working at Green Gots. But yeah, I mean, everybody out there, I tell you what, if I become a billionaire, all the people in this group are going to benefit from me becoming a billionaire. I can guarantee you that. Anybody that I know that has ever had anything good to do with me will be reaping the benefits. So yeah, putting some money in crypto and setting a wait and see what happens is fun. The nice thing about investing in crypto is you can stake your money. And we've got some other videos, like on Celsius and stuff. We're just talking about Bitcoin, there's plenty of other coins you can buy that are in the top 20 that are stakeable. So you are earning interest on this money while you wait. And you're not trading in and out. Every time it goes up, you sell, then you come back in, you try to buy low. Timing the market is very difficult. It can be done. But do you really want to sit and wait and look at your phone 24 hours a day, wondering if crypto's going up? Is it going down? Can I read the tea leaves right? Are the candles, is the candle leg long enough for me to buy it out? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I love doing research, but I love doing research so that I can buy, hold, and then add to it every time there's a dip. Add to it every time there's a dip. And each time I kind of get excited when there's a dip, because now I'm actually increasing my leverage. I've got more coins that can grow exponentially. So, with Charlie and Warren, you got to understand, these guys are 100 years old. I'm not that old as they are, but even at my age, it's still kind of, at first, was difficult. 5-6 years ago, I was like, that's nothing. We've seen these things come and go, and I didn't understand it. And that's exactly what's going on with Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, is they do not understand what this is. I guarantee it, Warren Buffett is a genius. And if he were actually to take the time and go look at it, it's kind of like electric cars, man. If you don't really look at all the benefits of electric car, you would have no idea. You wouldn't care. I'll take my gasoline car any day. But man, once you start looking at electric cars, well, the same thing is for cryptocurrency. Once you see all that blockchain can do and all the good that it can do for the world and all that it can do, Warren Buffett and Charlie own a lot of banks, and this is going to take your money back out of the bank's hands and keep it in your wallet. And that is the best thing about this. You shouldn't have to be paying more money every time you use the banking system. Every time you use the banking system with a debit card or credit card, you're paying to use that system. Even though the merchant pays it, well, guess who they got to charge for that? They got to charge you for it. They have to increase their price by 3% because they have to pay 3% every time a credit card gets processed. Or every time they get a chargeback, it costs them $35. Well, they just don't make money. They create money by making it from you. So it's your money. And then they have to give a portion of it to the bank. And with China, who buys from all over the world, every time they have to convert money into another currency, the banks take a part of that. They take a part of that. And it's your money. Well, now your money's coming back to you by using cryptocurrency. And it can be regulated all at once. I hope it is regulated. Everybody should pay your taxes, pay your fair share. But now, when I want to buy something from somebody in China, I don't have to pay the bank a percentage of it just because I want to buy something. I just make a direct contact with them. I make a smart contract. My smart contract says, I'm going to pay you this for that. And I pay them and they send me that. And that's the way commerce should work. There shouldn't be a middleman on every single thing. And that's one of the best things that blockchain does, is it eliminates that middleman. It's not controlled by a centralized agency. It is a village, much like our group here, working together and in harmony. And that's the best thing about blockchain. Now, maybe not the best thing, man. It's once again, us older people, it's hard to get your mind around everything that blockchain can do with gaming, NFTs, file storage. It's just, every day I'm more and more amazed, and I'm more and more in love with blockchain and cryptocurrency. So it's just, do your reading, watch these videos, every single day. I'm sorry this is going a little long, but when you love something, you want to talk about it. This is JD Vanderbuck signing off. Remember to do your research, and you too will be rolling in crypto.